welcome to We Watch the Your Thoughts video, and we've got a lot of problems, a lot of problems. Mostly on Kieran's end. I'm not gonna point fingers, but mostly on Kieran's end.
Well, all on my end, really.
Severe lag. Yeah, you know, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna be nice about it.
No, it's all my bad. No, Skype's not working, and we're using Curse, and there's a 2-second delay, so if we're talking over each other, we won't know it for 2 seconds.
It's great. So let's start off by saying, also, it's been like over a month since we watched Kamichu.
It's been 4 years.
And it's been 9 years ago, the city was full of life. The thing is, I want to point something out about the video. I think I defended Kamichu a bit too much. I kind of realized this after we made the video. I was like, you know, Kamichu really sucked. It really did.
This is actually kind of after growing on me a little bit since we recorded.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Huh. Because that's funny, because I kind of realized that, I really didn't enjoy it that much. I mean, like I said in the video, I liked the episodes when I watched it, but it was so boring in the long run. Either way, we're going to take off some points that you guys made, which is exciting. Thank you for writing your comments and liking it, subscribing, of course. I already forgot the order we said we were going to do this in, but I'm pretty sure the first one was Ross. Most of the points agree with me, so I'd agree again.
It's like, yes, I do like when people agree with me.
That does not happen a lot, I'll tell you that. We've talked about, it is just a feel-good anime. You put it on, it's like whatever. I feel like it's something good to have in the background or whatever, because it's cute, whatever. Not amazing, which is also something that we really need to underline, that the series is not wow anymore. The whole thing about the enemy battleship, I was trying to be funny, I was trying to be a little joker. I'm not really wrong in saying it's an enemy battleship, but the episode did not focus on it being an enemy battleship. I wasn't trying to say that. I was just the episode put a very good emphasis on that. It was the teamwork and, you know, all of these workers that had this really, really bonding relationship over this thing they had together, and I liked the episode. I thought it was great.
No, but I guess my own criticism with the whole thing was that it kind of tried to do two things. It tried to do slice of life, you know, really slow paced, but it also tried to do this really kind of intricate God story, and it was well, I mean,
yeah.
You can't really do both well, so it did neither well, it did both okay.
Yeah. But I mean, we also went over in the episode, you really like the episode where she goes and she meets the was it Sakami-con?
Yeah,
I think it was
gods,
Sakami-con, yeah. And that was, in your opinion, an episode that did the whole thing well, because it focused on one thing and really put it in perspective compared to the other episode, which was just kind of let's go to peace, we're the Scriptus now, let's have a fun party, whatever. It's
Well, it's actually really interesting, the different types of episodes there, because there's the completely pointless ones, the ones under the kotetsu and stuff. There's the really episodic ones, the battleship, which are more focused on that one thing, and then there's the stuff about the gods and stuff, which is overarching plot almost. So it split everything in 3 ways almost.
Yeah, actually I'd never thought of that, and I think that's also a very good point.
Yeah, so it's really difficult to get people to really like the series, because you know, if you you're probably only going to really like a third of it. Okay, I guess moving on to Doppel. Now, I guess you know, he actually raises a really interesting point, I think, because say what you will, it's actually like really visualizing like their religion almost, which is like a really interesting way of looking at it. I mean, I guess from our perspective, it's like, you know, oh, you know, okay, there's all these different gods and stuff, okay, whatever, but, you know, from the Japanese perspective, it's like, okay, this is like a religion that's kind of, we grew up, you know, was around us constantly, and this is it, like a take on it, like looking at all these different like gods and everything. It's like, and in that way, it's actually like really cool.
Yeah,
and that's probably one of the reasons why it's kind of growing on me the more I look back at it a little bit.
The reason why I had not even thought about this was because I truly didn't know what Shinto was before I googled this on and looked up to Wikipedia like half an hour ago before we started recording this. I've never heard of like Shintoism. I after hearing that, I definitely thought it was very interesting that we get this religion visualized, and we get to see what, you know, a take on it, and I'm just repeating what Kieran says, but I'm kind of blown away. I mean, it really it's a very interesting point, and I'm very glad you brought it up, Double, because that really takes it deeper. Really cool perspective. Even if if Kamichu is meant to take place in the 80s, it still gives us like an insight of maybe not today, but, you know, gives the people of today an insight on what big effect religion had.
And like, you know, Wardrake, like, you know,
and you may or may not hear that.
What?
May or may not. It started raining now. I just said you may or may not hear any of what we just read.
Oh, jeez. Depending.
That's a decision for later. We'll talk about it.
Okay, but like, I think Wardrake really like hit the nail on the head on like a lot of points. Really,
I hadn't really realized that I really truly like the side characters more than the quote unquote main characters. But one of the things that I really want to like underline is the Shrine Maiden girl is so rude. We're agreeing. She's so out of it. Why, like the way that she's literally using Yuri as like just her little puppet thing. It was really one of like my least favorite things about the series, because it seems so rude. There's no reason. I mean, there was a reason for her, but I feel like it was misused and she was being a cunt.
Like, I just love how you just kind of like, out of like all this text, you just pick out, look, he's agreeing with me. like, don't look at like any of the like the new and relevant information that he brings to the table. It's like, no, just like Shrine Maiden.
That was such an important point for me. I'm so happy that people were like, yeah, she's a dumb bitch, and I was like, yeah, I'll get her. But I also agree with the rest of it. Most like what do I say? I'm gonna say mostly, it's the wrong word, but I'm using it anyway. The whole side characters and the side plots and how they never really fulfilled what do you say, the different elements of the series, and so it was all left bland because we really didn't get to build a lot on it.
About like the whole side characters, because like a lot of them I didn't really pay that much to like attention to, like when I was like watching. I mean, I guess they do like add a lot to it, but there's like the fact that they're so limited in what they get to do. Like a lot of them like feel like really underdeveloped, and that's like the whole thing that kind of seems to run through this. Like a lot of things are underdeveloped, but like Tama seemed fairly like more developed than like even like some of the main characters. Like the whole like the fight club and the whole like running away episode and everything. Like, I mean, that's like just like 2 episodes there. That's more than most other things got.
Yeah. I also want to talk a little bit about Yashima. I mean, this is another one of those side characters we got a little bit or another one of those side characters that we got to know more than a lot of the other side characters. And I think Yashima was he was so different from like the rest of the people that it made him very interesting, because he wasn't really like a lot of the other characters. You know, he was like he ran away to try start a rock and roll band, and he's like that's his ongoing thing throughout the entire series, that he's like, oh yeah, we'll play rock and roll, and it was like, no, shut the fuck up. It's like, no, we'll play rock and roll. It's like, I thought Yashima was actually also kind of a cool character, also being the other main characters what do you say, gate to the other world, as he like takes over boring friend with glasses. Another point that's also very important to talk about is the whole point about, the reason why Kamichu was so popular, mainly, and why people know about it, was because it was praised for its visual animation. And like Wardrake says, it doesn't really hold up too well. Because, sure, 10 years ago, whenever this was released, it was cool, it was interesting, it was nice. And it's not like the animation is bad at the finished stretch, but it's just, we've come to a new standard, and we just kind of got used to a different style of animation than what we've got here in Kamichu, and I think it's one of the other reasons that, sure, this was very well known and got awards and whatnot, but, things fall off.
I think that the animation still kind of holds up, really, because you'd see in a lot more recent ones that there's have a tendency to let's say overuse CG and stuff like that, and there's very little of any of that kind of thing in again, it was I guess it was kind of a different time in one way, but the fact that it doesn't have anything like that almost makes it hold up better than a lot of the ones coming out now will. In the future, if you know what I mean.
And again, it's not like I'm trying to say that the animation was bad. Personally, I've just used to a different style. I've mostly watched anime from 2012 and up, because I like the newer stuff more. I like even the colors and everything. I like more vibrant and maybe a comedic approach to animation. I feel like a lot, I'm the comedy slice of life guy, so obviously I'll say something like that. But I feel like a newer anime kind of take a different approach to it, and I think for me it holds up better than what Kamichu did, where I think I can agree with Lord Reagan saying that they might have even done a bit of over animation at sometimes. Important point. Kieran, do you want to point something out?
No. No, I think this is where we have segue off to our last and probably most important comment. And I think I'll leave this to you,
so.
Oliver, to dish out.
Thank you. Really? Wow. Okay. I hadn't really prepared for this. Because I think this really brings up the most important point of all of these. I'm not really sure how to handle this. I'm just going to read it now. This is from Shin. This is just like one of my Japanese animes, and there's really nothing I can say there. He really hits the nail. It's unbelievable. He did it. That's it. That's it. Put that on Kamichu DVD right now. Print it.
I don't think they do
it's
any
gold.
more runs of those.
Gold, send it out. No, it's still out. Re-release, Shin Edition. Make it happen right now. It's like you'll gain 10 yen, I promise. Just make it happen.
I'm totally updating
out. It's going out. We're done.
I'm totally updating.
Shut it down.
I'm totally updating.
Kamichu Season 3 announced on Wheat Watch right now. There wasn't even a Season 2, but a Season 3 now. Shin Edition. Shin directed. Michael Shin. Explosions.